Yo! Welcome to GameSide Chat. I'm your host, Austin Huff. Along with me, my co-host, co-founder, the peanut butter to my jelly, Michael Huff.
Yo, peanut butter to the jelly.
Yo, but wait, which one are you? Can I be the jelly?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Do you want to be the peanut butter?
I like the jelly.
All right, well, I want to be strawberry jelly.
Can I be the bread?
Let's get this bread.
Let me wrap you in the bread.
Michael, you deserted me last week.
I did.
It's okay, though.
For episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Alex came on for us. He did a great job.
Yeah.
You guys talked about DC fandom.
We did. It was a great time. We're big DC fanboys. So.
I'll be honest. I got a heated potential email from somebody about their opinions on the DC show. We're talking about that next week.
Ooh, whoa.
Brandon is upset.
Over
He has a lot of opinions, so we're going to see what he says.
Oh, my goodness.
But welcome to episode 4, everybody. Welcome. We have a great topic for us today. Something that's kind of popular right now.
What would that be?
Console wars and next gen.
Console wars, huh? Like duking it out, throwing
Dude, it's savage out there. The
It
console
really is.
wars, if you don't know, obviously you probably do know if you're watching this podcast. It's like, which team do you play for? You play for Xbox? Like, do you play Xbox? You play PlayStation? Like, we can't be friends if you play Xbox and I play PlayStation, right? Like, that's just wrong.
You know, hey, we have people that do love Xbox people, and we don't talk to those people anymore. So, you're gone.
Yeah,
Just
you're
kidding.
gone.
Just kidding.
And, you know, I wanted to start the show with some icebreakers. We got some questions sent into our Gmail account.
Ooh.
What's our Gmail account, since I can never remember it?
It is GameSidePodcast@gmail.com.
All right,
Boom.
right on.
Yeah.
We're going to do icebreakers to begin every episode.
Okay.
First one, Austin. A lot of our viewers have been asking, like, you know, who are we? Like, who are you?
Who am I?
So I just want to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
How old are you, Austin?
I'm 23 years old.
23 years old.
Michael, you're 25?
Ripe, little 23-year-old man.
You know. Well, wait, little.
A beautiful man.
I'll take beautiful, but I'm a full-grown man.
Full-grown 23-year-old man. That's cool. What do you do for a living, bro? What do you do? You do podcasts for a living or what?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Full-time podcaster. No, Austin goes to ASU right now. He's on his last year, so I'm majoring in electrical engineering. So
Dope.
Yeah, on last year, I just got an internship this last semester as a test engineer intern. It's been pretty eye-opening. I got to learn a lot more stuff as I'm going along, and so you finish it strong.
You're looking to be an engineer.
Yeah,
You're smart. You're one of the smart ones.
Possibility. Yeah.
You're gonna build us a console one day because you're doing hardware engineering, right?
I mean, electrical. Yeah, you do have hardware engineering.
But you can appreciate what's going on in these little guys.
Dude, for sure. Like I was telling you before the show, like ever since I've gotten into this last year or so of engineering, I've started to see like what goes into this stuff to make it what it is and how much planning it is.
You know what's crazy?
Huh.
Don't want to get too much off topic, but like, yeah, like we're gonna be talking a lot about retro games this episode.
Yeah.
And the reason that kind of sparks that subject is that there's a new Netflix show called High Score on Netflix. It's a really good show. It's a docu-series. There's 6 episodes. And it kind of goes back to the beginning of video games, and it talks about their development and, like, all kinds of really cool stories you've never heard of. Mm-hmm. One of the things being is, like, the sound chips. Like, they used to be, like, the sound would come from the sound chips.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, you gotta, like,
I don't understand it.
I mean, it's hard messing with all those frequencies and stuff like that. I've dealt with it a little bit, but it's
crazy.
It's something, I'll tell you that.
Okay, so favorite sandwich, is it? So that's my next question for you.
Ooh.
Favorite sandwich, is it peanut butter and jelly?
No, wait, God, no.
Peanut butter and pickles?
I hate peanut butter.
Hey, it better not be okay.
Oh, you know what it is gonna be.
Okay, what's your favorite sandwich? Just
All
tell
right.
me without cracking a joke.
Ah, dang it. Ham. And
Liar.
Ah, it's bologna.
Bologna
It's
sandwich.
Remember that day I came up to you and I was like, and you were like, "Oh, bro, have you ever had bologna?" You're like, "Yeah, it was really good when I was a kid, but have you had it recently?" I was like, "Oh, like
Yeah, you're like.
every day."
So Austin has a bologna sandwich every day.
I mean, bologna's good, man. I eat it without
Typical
the
white
sandwich.
guy. Typical white guy.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite sandwich, Mikey?
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on a huge Subway kick right now.
Ooh.
I have Subway almost every day for lunch.
Okay. Eat fresh.
It's amazing. I get turkey. Okay. I'm weird.
Okay.
You want to hear my Subway order?
Sure.
Okay. Italian bread, extra mayo,
Oh God.
extra lettuce, onion, Parmesan,
No meat.
oil, I said turkey, didn't I?
Extra oil.
So turkey, oil, not extra oil, just oil,
Just a lot
pepper,
of
and Parmesan. It's freaking good.
oil. Huh.
I eat Subway like every day.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll help me lose weight.
It's not the.
Hey, it works for
unhealthiest
Jared.
thing you
It works
could
for
eat.
Jared. Nothing bad ever happened to Jared, right?
Jared doesn't work there anymore.
Jared's a great guy.
Nah, you don't know him.
Cool guys. Hey, check it out. We want to do some housekeeping today. If you're watching this video, just hit the little like button downstairs. It's gonna really help us out. You know, we get a lot. We're happy with our viewership. We're happy with you guys. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah.
We are on Spotify, Apple, Google. We're on all the podcasts.
We're on YouTube.
We're there. They're watching this on YouTube most likely.
Are they?
But yeah, subscribe to our channel. And if you subscribe to our channel, you're automatically entered into a little giveaway we're doing.
Ooh la la.
Austin went and picked these out
Yeah,
himself.
Yeah.
With his sister, Amric.
Yeah. Shout out to our friend Cairo. He helped me at the checkout part of Box Lunch.
For box lunch, yep.
He was like, "What is this for?" I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a little giveaway."
How awesome is box lunch? Is a store.
Dude,
If you guys don't have box lunches, it's like
yeah.
nerd everything. They have sections.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, here's Dragon Balls, or here's anime, here's Star Wars, here's blah blah, and different sections.
Dude,
A lot of stuff. So we got some good nerdy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe, like us, go to our Instagram, and if you tag one of your friends on one of our posts, you will be automatically entered into this week's giveaway and next week's giveaway. We appreciate everybody for just going out there. Throw us a review. Take the 30 seconds. You know, we really appreciate the feedback because we know you're there.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
So we'll announce the winner on the next podcast then?
We'll probably announce it on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably do an Instagram live.
Should we show what the prize is at the end of the show?
At the end of the show. Stick around to the end of the show or
what you
skip
could
to
win.
it. See what you're going to get. We'll mail it to you. You know, just give us your address or P.O. box or whatever you want to do.
I'll drop it off personally.
We will make sure that you that you like it, okay?
Not really.
We have a little challenge here.
Ooh, what challenges?
We have a goal.
Goal.
Our goal is to reach 100 subscribers.
Yes. So the goal is for 100 subscribers. Michael is very passionate about not playing Minecraft with
I'm
any
not
of
saying
us.
I hate Minecraft. I'm just saying I've never played it and I don't want to.
You don't want to play it because you think it's a lot of work. But I mean, like you get silly with it. You just do whatever you want, really. And Michael's never played. It's only $20. So if we get to 100 subscribers, I'm gonna make Michael play.
Here's the thing about Minecraft.
Okay.
A little behind the scenes about me. Father, husband. Don't have a lot of time to play games. Obviously.
True.
I like video games.
A little bit.
So I still play them, and when I do, I want to play something that I actually want to play. But
that could
you give
be
me
your
100
next favorite
subscribers, I will play Minecraft in whatever outfit you want to give me. You want to give me, I don't care what it is.
Yeah?
I'll dress up as
Ooh.
whatever Box Boy Steve or whatever his name is. I will do it.
Steve. Bro, they have different skins in there too. They have Star Wars skins.
100 subscribers.
100 subscribers.
I'll play Minecraft. We'll stream it. It's gonna suck.
Yeah. No, it'll be great. We'll
And
make a
now,
house.
and now,
And now,
the topic of the day:
dun dun dun.
console wars and next gen. Why is console wars important? Well, there's always as a gamer, you have your console of choice, right? Of course.
You can say that.
You know, Xbox, PS4, PC, those are all, you know, all these consoles, like you have your favorite one. Well, it all kind of goes back. When I watched this high score Netflix show, it really went back to the history of what we love. And I think that that's great because, you know, history repeats itself constantly.
Definitely. It's just a constant cycle. You see it repeating every time.
Yeah, everybody wants to be like, yo,
you know.
this is the dopest thing, and I'm a fan of it. So let's talk about the console wars. Starting from the beginning, of course, you know, gaming started on PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone wanted to. I mean, they were very simple
In
games.
the
at
70s,
the time.
yeah. In the 70s, 60s, you know, late 60s.
Stop calling me.
We will, or computers were where it was at. So, but that didn't really evolve from there quickly. So, I don't know if you watched the show on Netflix. Did you watch this high score show?
No, I didn't have the time to.
Okay.
Yeah, but it looked
So
cool.
it's cool. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you if you know. Let me put you on the spot here, okay?
Don't do it.
We talk about best games of all time, top 5 favorites, all that good stuff. What is the worst game of all time? Because there's a correct answer to this.
Is it Anthem? Just kidding.
No, it's an old game.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's E.T.
E.T.
Yeah,
an
it's
ET
in the
game.
movie. It's in the show. I knew about it before. Anyways, E.T. was such a dude. It goes into in the documentary. It goes into why the game was so bad. There's a reason for it.
Okay.
And they will talk about it. You texting right now?
Emmer's called me twice. I'm like, why are you calling me so many times?
Maybe somebody is injured.
Maybe that's why I'm like texting her.
That's cool. So, okay, so this game was so bad, right?
Yeah.
For that on the Atari, I don't remember which one it is because there's so many different Ataris. It was so bad that it literally like caused the video game crash, where people didn't like video games anymore.
Oh wow.
It was that bad. There was a couple other ones that were just so bad. There was so much hype behind it. People bought it and they're like, "This is utter trash."
I could see that being the reason why it's
and
literally
people were
worse.
like, "No more."
Yeah.
Until in Japan, the Famicom came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big old hit. That's what the NES had two versions, Japanese version and the American version of the NES. Anyways, the first console war of all time, Nintendo came out. They said, "Hey, the Famicom's a huge hit in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
We want to bring it to the United States.
Yep.
We're gonna bring out the NES." It wasn't the Famicom; it was something that looked different. So, when Nintendo got popular in the United States, Sega came up and they were like, "We want to do this too. We're gonna do it better." But back then it was different. Sega came out and was like with the Genesis, and they said they literally made commercials that said, "Don't buy a Nintendo, buy a Sega. Nintendo sucks."
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? Could you imagine if somebody did that today?
I mean, they kind of do when it comes to like, not necessarily video game stuff, but different brands.
Yes.
Like, I see a lot of it involved in politics stuff all the time. So.
But they're not aggressive like they used to be.
No, because they want to kind of play nice if they're gonna work together. You can't come out
Right.
and be like, Nintendo sucks, but you're like, oh.
But they did though.
They did, but they weren't working together at
It
the
didn't
time.
really work out too much for Sega. Newsflash.
Because
But-
Nintendo had something special.
Yeah. Excuse me. So in 1989 is really when the console war was throwing down. Sega was putting out commercials. They had the Genesis, and it was more powerful than the NES. So they came out with this commercial. I want to play it for you, okay?
Okay.
I know you haven't heard it yet.
No.
So listen to what this commercial says. Okay. So boom, you got the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's kicking butt. You got Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, like amazing games, Metroid, like all these amazing games.
Okay.
And Sega comes out with all their stuff. And listen to this trailer that they literally was on TV. It's called Genesis Does What Nintendo Don't.
16-bit arcade graphics. 16-bit sports action.
It's so hilarious.
It literally
Is
says
that Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Does.
Mr. Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster
Alright.
Douglas free, Super Monaco
Hold on.
TV free, or Collins free. What Nintendo? Buy 16.
Shots fired.
Genesis Does What Nintendo Don't.
Shots fired, man.
What a great time to be
Get
alive.
crapped on.
Newsflash.
Yeah.
Neither of us were alive back then.
What? No.
So when we talk about, we weren't here for this, the console wars and stuff like that.
I mean, our parents were.
But if you were, like, let us know. What were you? Were you Nintendo or Nintendo?
Ooh. I remember my stepdad likes to talk about the Sega Genesis and all that, so he definitely was on that Sega.
I played
life.
Sega Live.
We played. I mean, you had.
I don't say Sega is the better console.
What did you have when we were younger? When you had Sonic, you were playing Sonic on
Genesis.
Sonic. Yeah. So yeah. I
My
remember.
grandma had a Genesis at her house, but it was in the late 90s at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, dude, Aladdin, Lion King, they had some awesome X-Men games, obviously the Sonic games.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Oh,
the
yeah.
better console to the NES.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, debatable, but
it was
I mean,
more powerful.
actually, maybe Super Nintendo.
That's the
was
thing.
when
That's
it
why
kicks
they're
in.
saying it can do what Nintendo don't, because it
Yeah.
really was more powerful. Like,
That's
they were
true.
really saying that. So that's really crazy. So, anyways, the NES really did outsell the Sega, but it goes on from there. That was the first console war. The NES won. So what's gonna happen? So coming after that, Nintendo responded. Oh, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Mm-hmm.
16-bit graphics. What are we gonna do? Ka-chow, as one would say.
Because Cars is going on in the other room over.
Right. So they brought their own SNES console out, and it had even better graphics than the Genesis. So they came back, and they had a lot of what happened is arcades were very popular back then. Obviously,
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2 was an arcade game, and it was even like in Stranger Things, they totally like hype up the Street Fighter arcade game and all that stuff.
Yeah.
SNES came out, Street Fighter, you could play it at home. Like, it was like a big deal. However, it was like the non-bloody version, you know.
Yeah, and that's when they get into the cheat code.
And like, yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Nintendo, so
The
Sega
cheat
had the
code
cheat
that,
code.
for the getting the blood and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? Yeah.
Dude, for sure, totally.
Yeah.
And what did
It's so funny that that's like an incentive to get, like, on this article.
Dude.
That's like the incentive to get a Sega. You know.
it was like the more edgy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. But Nintendo's always had that whole. Nintendo's not edgy. They're very.
No, they're more family friendly.
So again, more commercials. You know, Sega and Nintendo, they went back and forth. It was closer, but ultimately, Nintendo won the battle. You know, they sold more consoles, and you know, after that, the 3D gaming started coming into play. So the the first console war champion, Nintendo's. The second one goes on the CD era. Yeah, so
wait, is Super Nintendo included in that last?
yes, because it was so close together.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, so
Because I was like that, you know, it's a cartridge, so.
yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go to number 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the Nintendo 64 came out and PlayStation came out, and they were battling together, and Sega came out with a console of their own. They had the Dreamcast, and I think it was the Dreamcast. Let me see. Yeah, it was the Dreamcast, and that all came out, and who came up as the winner? Who do you think?
For the Dreamcast versus Nintendo?
And Sony.
Sony.
So the PlayStation 1 came out.
Because I read the article.
Yeah, so we're reading an article on medium.com. I'm posting it to the Instagram. It's super cool. Check it out. It goes into it. There's some bad blood between Nintendo and Sony the whole time. So you know what? Sony kind of came in hot. What happened is
Well, they sold the most, you know.
Sony definitely won.
Yeah. They sold
The
like
second
100.
console
They were
war.
the first one to beat out 100 million units, right?
Yep, exactly. So, and how that came is like, so Sony came to Nintendo and was like, hey, look, Genesis or Sega sucks. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna do an SNES and we're gonna add a CD to it. It's the Nintendo SNES CD-ROM edition, and it was gonna make it more powerful, faster, all that stuff. And it didn't work out. Talks crumbled, and Sony came out with their own console, PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
First console to reach 100 million. The 64 and the Sega system. The Sega kind of tried to do the same thing with kind of having the Sega CD and all that stuff, and that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So Nintendo 64, Sega this is when Sega fell out of it.
Yeah, when they were trying to kind of push towards
Yeah.
That's when they pushed out the Saturn afterwards, right?
Yes, they had
Yeah.
the Saturn, and then Sony came out 2 to 3 months later, stronger console, and it was $100 cheaper.
Which console was it? Sorry, I didn't hear.
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it was $100 cheaper. And N64 came out, and it had Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, like 2 of the greatest games of all time.
Oh yeah.
Sega decided after that, you know what, we are done. We are done with this.
And I think that's what I'll get into later when we talk about our personal favorites versus the console wars. Like your games, the games are an important part of it. If you have the right stuff to back it up.
So the PlayStation 1 was my first gaming console of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we're gonna have some cool.
And I mean,
like,
with those, you have Crash Bandicoot too, so that's a pretty strong way to start off.
yeah. Dude, Crash Bandicoot is. I feel like we talk about that every episode. Can I bring up something to you?
No, but sure.
Okay. So me and Austin text each other a lot. We're cousins,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Michael and I are cousins, best bros for life.
Yeah. So the other day you texted me.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was about, but we were like, yo, we agreed on something. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. And you said, no way. I was literally just thinking that in my head. And then you said what seemed like in the text message as we are physically connected.
I think you're
Now, let me tell
psychically
you,
linked, bro.
But it looked like you told me that you were physically connected to me.
Physically?
And I'll tell you something.
I said psychically.
I was like, I didn't say anything because it was like, I felt weird. He's like, we're
You
we're
don't wanna be-
physically connected. Like,
You don't
how-
want to be connected to
in
me?
what different ways can we physically be connected? It freaked me out.
Mm.
So I'm glad we're kind of airing this out on air.
On the show.
Because
If you're with us, tell Michael it's not wrong to be physically connected to me.
yeah, to the real exciting stuff, because we, the retro games are awesome, but we weren't there, right? Getting into more stuff. So after that, after the N64 and PlayStation 1, it really kind of got juicy because Sega was gone. They're like, yo, we'll just make games.
Yeah.
And Nintendo was always awesome because
Nintendo's. Mm-hmm.
And Sony came out with the PS1 and it was a huge hit. Wait, did you say it was the first console to go over 100 million? 100.
PlayStation was.
That's the PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2.
We're about to get
Okay.
that right now.
What? No. What? Are you
Yeah,
sure?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Okay, the year 2000, PlayStation 2 comes
Year
out.
3000.
Did you have a PlayStation 2?
I did not. I was not a PlayStation kid back in the day.
So because this is our era that we're talking about now,
Yep.
we're gonna know more about.
We're
this.
alive now.
Yeah, we're alive. We're here. Are you there?
We here. We out here.
I gotta bring out the nice unicorn cup there.
Yeah, it's
Do you have your name engraved on the bottom?
No, because I stole it from your daughter. She didn't even let me have it. We kind of just took it from her.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't happy about it. I asked
So-
her nicely.
So, for this console war, we go into this one is the Sega Dreamcast was released in 1999. The PlayStation 2 was released in 2000, and then the GameCube. I want to know exactly when it was released.
That's my thing. Jace, if you're listening, I want my GameCube controllers back.
Right.
That's all I want.
So it was GameCube. I don't know how many. I don't know when GameCube came out. Tweet at me. I don't know.
I think 2001. I looked it up.
Okay, cool. So we had the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the Xbox.
Yep.
Okay,
The OG Xbox.
The OG Xbox.
I remember this
when did
one.
that one come out?
I'm gonna say somewhere around there too. I don't know when.
I'm gonna find out.
But yeah, so it's PS2, Xbox.
What did you have?
GameCube. I had the GameCube. My parents bought me that when I was like in 3rd grade or so. That was like my pride and joy.
What was your favorite game?
Ooh, it's not gonna be like your favorite, but I had. Super Mario Double Dash.
Oh my God.
That is me and Emmerich.
Yes.
My sister and I used to play it all the time. It was so great.
So the Xbox came out in 2001, November 15th.
Oh, okay.
Holiday season.
All of them 2001. You can see they all come out the same year.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
it
if
was
you don't-
intense.
if
This
you
is when it got
miss
good.
That time period, you're kind of like,
It was good before, but
yeah.
so they all came out, and Sony had an edge because the PS2 came out and DVDs were super popular.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that that the PlayStation 2 had a DVD player literally changed the game.
Oh, yeah.
That is the first. I think it sold 102 million units, something like that. Was the first console to go over 100 million.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, I think I read that Xbox and GameCube, they sold a little over 20 million units in their lifetime, and the PlayStation 2 sold over 100. So, literally 5 times
Yeah.
that it sold the other console. And I didn't get a PlayStation 2 till very late. I had a
crazy.
GameCube.
I mean,
I had Smash Brothers Melee. I had this Godzilla game that was super dope.
yeah, I had Smash Bros. Melee on there.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Melee, Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing. But the thing is PlayStation 2 had the hardcore games
Yeah.
because GameCube was the more powerful console
GameCube. I
as far as graphics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, well, it's easier because Nintendo's games are more cartoony, so it's easier to do those cartoon games.
Yeah, but the console itself was like more
Was
popular.
more hardcore. I'd have to have, I don't know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy from a cute little cube.
So Sony came out and they kind of dominated. Like you said, they sold 5 times as much more.
Right.
So Nintendo said, okay, let's not focus on the most powerful console. Let's focus on changing things. Okay.
You wanna change?
So Sony's winning. Sony won twice in a row. All of a sudden, Sony's winning. Then the next console generation, Xbox 360.
Ooh.
Dude, you remember the Ring of Death, dude?
The Red Ring of Death.
That
I
was
do.
crazy.
I forgot. Like, people had a solution for it. Like, if you opened up all the panels and just like had a fan like beating down on it, like it could
would
save
still
it.
go?
Yeah,
It burnt something up in there.
it did. Yeah, for sure. I don't know.
The Wii,
I think that'll be something I talk about later. But like,
dude. Did you ever have a Wii?
oh yeah, I had a Wii. Everyone
Yeah?
had a Wii.
You have a Wii?
Oh, that too.
You're about 10 years late on that joke.
Yeah, no,
Dude.
the Wii was great.
I wanted a Wii so bad.
You didn't have one. Really?
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
No, I
You
did.
won.
I definitely did.
Oh, okay.
So when the Wii came out, they had those things at the malls.
Oh, the little demo centers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was like, what is this? Because
Oh,
I wasn't
oh.
like G4 was the thing back then. Like,
Oh, yeah. It's coming back.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like Adam Scheffner. He's dope. Like, I heard Olivia Munn might come back to it too.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, dude, I wanted a Wii so bad.
Mhm.
My parents bought me one. So at the demo, there was like this fishing side quest that you can do for Zelda Twilight Princess. And my parents were like, "This is cool. You throw the cast, you wheel it in. That's super cool." So my parents surprised me one day with the Nintendo Wii.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Come to find out, instead of Twilight Princess, they got me Bass Pro Fishing.
Hey, because you love fishing, right?
Because I love fishing, and Zelda seemed a little violent. So instead of playing Zelda, that everybody else was playing, I was playing a fishing game. That didn't make any damn sense. You ever play one of those fishing games?
No.
It's not the best look.
I mean, there's a one on it's like Wii Sports. Like there's one.
Dude,
No, it's
Wii
like
Sports is dope. No,
Wii Sports is great.
no, I'm not saying I had a ton
yeah.
of fun with the Wii. Like I
Yeah.
played it with. It was a phenomenon, dude. Like I played. What are some of the best games? Like
Dude, the
obviously Wii
bowling on
Sports.
there?
Wii Sports was awesome. Wii Sports Resort.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Super Mario Galaxy.
That's what I played.
See your favorite game on that console.
Brawl was great. What else? Was
Mario
there?
Kart was
Mario
like that's
Kart?
like one of the greatest.
That's when
selling
they
games.
started having they brought in the different controller that you could plug into there. You know what
It's
I'm talking about? It's
the
more
Wii-
shaped like this.
The steering wheel
Yeah, and the
and
steering wheel.
the classic
I had
controller.
one shaped like that.
It had a great virtual console. It was really good, but it was not for the hardcore gamer. So eventually, it kind of wore off the gimmick.
Yeah.
But
But think about like what they like. I like to think about when Nintendo when they do something like that is they really brought in the motion controls.
yeah,
Like that's their main focus with that, and I think that was pretty revolutionary
no, it was.
because
They still do it on the Switch.
getting that to work. I think everyone else followed later with the Kinect coming out later for Xbox. They were like, let's get on this too, and then PlayStation later implemented it, but stuff like that.
I need to know how much the Wii.
How much the Wii cost?
No,
Oh.
I think it was 300.
Yeah, it was about 300. Me and Amric saved up for it. I mean, 200, 400. What are you looking at?
That's crazy. I'm looking at the Wii sales numbers because it's. I want to know what really went on in this generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. The Wii's probably not gonna be the most successful.
No, it is. It's really high.
I think it's definitely beats the Wii U though.
Okay. So the Nintendo Wii sold 102 million. So Nintendo, that was the first time that Nintendo hit the.
It's about 6th or 7th on there.
Besides the DS, which we're not counting that right now.
No.
102 million units. PlayStation 3 hit 89, and Xbox 88, and Xbox 360 hit 85. So this generation is really when Xbox took off.
Yes, because Xbox 360 is really like. I
You
don't know.
had that's
I
the,
had
that's the
360.
console you had.
That was back when I was a kid, and that's why I didn't have a PlayStation because I was an Xbox kid. Because my stepdad had an Xbox, we played Halo Reach.
You were abused as a child.
I was not. I had a lot of fun
You
time with
were
my.
abused, and
no.
you still have the scars to show it.
I mean, I do. Like today, I'm playing catch up constantly with what games you guys played as a kid.
Dude, dude, the Zeldas. I mean, you never had a PS3?
No. No.
See, so I got a PS3 super late, and dude, PS3 and Xbox are both better than the Wii, but the Wii sold more because of its marketing, what it was trying to do, and all that stuff. But from gamers,
And plus, it has its exclusives too. You're not gonna play Mario and anything else.
right?
So, and Mario is one of the biggest franchises. So, you need to play a Mario game.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but people kind of say that Xbox won that generation, even though they didn't sell more. But I see Nintendo won. Who do you say?
I say.
Sold more units should be the winner, don't you think?
I would say whoever makes the most profit should win. But
For hardcore gamers, though.
if you would have asked me before we pulled up all this data, I would have told you that Xbox 360 won that generation, because I think I had more friends that had 360s at that time.
You might have, yeah. But people just bought Wii's because Grandma bought Wii's, you know?
Oh yeah,
The grandmas and all that stuff.
you
So
know, grandma kick your butt as the boxing game.
okay, so moving on, so we can get to more stuff. So the generation after that, obviously, is the generation we're in now.
Ooh, PS4, Xbox One,
I think that,
Switch, or do we say Wii U?
dude, it's kind of a hybrid.
It is a hybrid.
So after the Wii U came out, and it was just like, I remember watching E3, when the Wii U was announced,
Yeah.
and you did not know what they were talking about. Like they were like, "Here's the next best thing. It's the Wii U," and it kind of looked like the Wii, and you could still use the controllers. But it's like, are they announcing a new controller? Or what is this? You know, people were like, "What is it?" Like nobody was like,
A tablet.
"Dude, the Wii U sold like 6 million units in its lifetime."
Oh, whoa, really?
I think it was 14.
That sucks. This is not on that list.
It's not even close to on this list.
That's hilarious. I mean, I didn't bother with the Wii U because at that point, I mean, I got
So we'll
PS4.
ignore the Wii U because that was like
Yeah.
one of the biggest. Okay, however,
You did have one.
so many of the good Switch games are from the Wii U. They're ported.
Yeah. Well, you had was Twilight Princess? No, Twilight Princess was with just Wii, right?
Nope, it was a GameCube and a Wii game.
Oh, it was.
It was a.
Which
it
one was the one that Wii U exclusive?
Skyward Sword,
That's what it
which
is.
is like one of those you could ask somebody, "Hey, do you like Skyward Sword?" No, I do not. Or heck, yes, I do.
I think Jace has raved about.
Yo,
Skyward
if
Sword.
you like Skyward Sword, DM us, post it. Skyward Sword is awesome.
comments on the Instagram post.
There's a lot of Instagram is where it's at right now.
Yeah.
So cool. We leave. So PS3, Xbox 360, Wii. Xbox wins. Is that what you're saying? I'll agree with you.
for last generation.
Xbox 360 because that was their moment to shine.
360. I'll say 360.
360 from gamer standpoint, they won.
Yeah.
They had the better games, all that good stuff. Okay,
Now this
what
generation.
really got crazy. So Xbox One and PS4.
Yep.
What's gonna happen?
Okay. So flashback. I'm in high school. Okay.
Okay.
Sophomore, junior year, something like that. Okay.
I can't tell you, I wasn't there.
It's E3. Okay, and they're announcing the PS4 and the Xbox One. At this point, I'm a big 360 fan, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh man, they're gonna announce the new Xbox One, and like the new Xbox. You didn't know what it's called.
Yeah,
at
it's
that
gonna be
point.
called Xbox 720 or
Like
something.
yeah, that's what we said. Our Xbox Infinity. We remember that. We're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, that's gonna be nuts. And everyone's all gathering at the lunch table, and was like, oh yeah, Xbox is gonna be crazy. And then everyone's like, no, PS4 is gonna be great. It's just like a debate. And then everyone's like, it's called the Xbox One. Like I was like the stupidest kid because I was like the only one.
It's supposed to be the one box that was on your entertainment center,
Yes.
right? Does TV and all this stuff.
And they were trying to expand too much, but it's like you're
So
a gaming thing. You know.
They come out and they're like, "We know the future of gaming. You're gonna be online 24/7. If you're not online, you can't play this.
Oh yeah.
They're proud of it. They're like, yo, the Connect is where it's at. The console's gonna be $500,
Connect.
right? Then they were like, all right, if you use a game disc, you can't use it anywhere else. And everybody was like, what? They thought they'd be all cool. Oh, this sucks. Da, 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 da.
Phil Spencer.
And then what does Sony do?
the exact opposite.
They
like,
literally were like,
That's why they've
I miss E3.
yeah. No, that's why they're like doing certain things right now. They're playing that little tiptoe game where Xbox like, all right, well here's our release date, and Sony's like, oh, like
Yeah,
we'll
we're
wait.
about to get to next gen.
The big thing is when the prices come out.
So this was,
But we'll get that.
but this was more like a typical release, right? It's fresh in our memory. Xbox comes out, yo, this is what's up. People hated it. PS4 was like, oh yeah, everything Xbox is doing, we're doing the opposite of that. Let's go. Here's game.
Yep.
Dude, the Xbox One, literally, Microsoft really doesn't release a lot of data to see how many consoles they won. Projected around 40 million, maybe 50 to PS4's, like 105 now, 110?
Oh, it's a lot. No.
And even the Switch, when it came, it's already at 42 million. Like, people say that the Switch already outsold the Xbox One.
I believe it.
Like, what went wrong? Is it just that the one, and
Because
then they were $100 cheaper, right?
Because they didn't focus on what they're, why we're there at E3. We don't care about an entertainment system. We care about the gaming system. Like, yeah.
And then from there,
you can say you want the whole bundle,
PS3 lost momentum.
but yeah.
It's just crazy. So this gen's really, really weird. And that's one of the main topics of the show.
PS5.
What is going on, dude? It's
Dude.
September. We're supposed to be playing I'm supposed to have a new console, new PS5, right here in under 2 months, right?
Yeah, November. So we're in September.
Okay, 3 months.
Yeah.
We don't even know the price.
No.
Everybody's scared. Is it because of COVID?
No. Well, yes, I think actually part of
Or
it
is
could
it?
be.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
it's a good excuse.
People are not at work. I mean, not at, everyone's working from home. So possibly there's going to be people working from home at Sony also.
Yeah.
And same for Xbox. But I mean, I feel like they have to be done with the hardware part like like around when COVID started, like March. They had to have been like, all right,
I think that you're
this is the design.
thinking, maybe
You know, this is what we're gonna make.
they know what's gonna go in it at least.
Yeah. I mean, like,
maybe not the outside.
because when people are saying like, oh, they're gonna push it back because they need to change something. Like, no, they have PlayStation 5s built now. Like, that's what I think at least. Like,
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're getting blocks
they're
and
racing
all that
these
stuff.
out. I think they.
I think
know-
Xbox is scared, and you know what? Like,
I think they're both scared.
I don't think Sony. I don't think Sony's scared. I don't think they give a crap.
They
I think they're just like, we're gonna win this because guess what?
yeah, because we did last year.
Microsoft has this thing right now where they don't know how. Like, they forgot how to win. Like, they won once. Like,
Because
your most important IP is Halo.
and it's not at launch.
They should be like, all these development teams, all this money, they need to be like Halo.
Oh, they
Halo. They should throw everything. It should be their Mario, but the last couple ones haven't even been good. It's not at launch. Everybody was about the Xbox One. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna buy it. We're gonna play Halo. We're gonna be excited, and it should be the most amazing game we've seen because the hype would be so high over Halo.
and I think that's what I mean when they were getting together the PS5. I think Sony came up to Insomniac was like, look, PlayStation and Spider-Man's gonna be our new franchise because we're missing out on Nathan Drake right now. We can't like get on Nathan Drake, the Uncharted train right now.
Yeah,
we need
he's done for a
something to
while.
lead this console. So it's like, and it's gonna
Spider-Man.
be Spider-Man, and you guys need to get Spider-Man out on launch because we need to sell this.
I think it's not gonna be as big of a game, so that's how they're able to do it so fast.
But the
that's
hype's there, you
No,
know?
the hype is there.
Yeah, like if you don't have something to
there
get
was
hyped
hype.
about, if you don't like when the Switch came out, I was like, Switch is cool, like we're gonna get that, but like you need something to back that up. We had to spend time with the Switch,
Yeah,
like
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
You got to have the killer app.
The whole time I was at GameStop, you better believe yourself that like everyone had Breath of the Wild lined up with that Switch when they're picking up.
I was
their
buying
Switch.
amiibos, posters.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
Joy-Cons.
accessories too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's why they have their headset announced. They've got controller docks. They've got they're showing pictures of controller. Have we?
What do you think about them? The PS5 where you go online and put in your gamer thing.
Sketch.
Sketchy.
Because I don't know if I have a PS5 pre-order set or not.
I don't think you do.
I don't either.
I think that
I think it's just like, oh, you're
I call
on the
BS on
list.
it, dude. I think
do
it's
too.
marketing ploy.
Maybe.
I think they're like, oh, you might be able to get a PS5.
Or who's gonna get it?
Join the club and maybe you'll get one. I think that that's what Nintendo does when their minis come out. They're like, everybody knows there's not gonna be very many of them. People are gonna buy them up.
No.
It's like a marketing thing. It's
Maybe they're
genius,
like-
dude. It's genius.
They're worried like it's just like
And
there's
then
gonna be a
Micro-
backstock.
Yeah, and then Microsoft says we don't care if you buy our console. We want to do Game Pass, which
They
is
just Microsoft needs to at least like give a crap. Like I feel
Yeah.
like.
okay. So if you're one of our listeners here that is like just getting into gaming and you don't know what Xbox Game Pass is, listen, it's the best deal in gaming.
It really is. It's like Netflix,
Dude, they have so many games.
but for games.
So you pay what, $10 a month,
Yeah.
maybe $20 for Ultimate, where you can play PC games too,
For real.
and you get all these games. You just click on you literally it's gonna be to where it's streaming with Xbox Game Cloud, and you literally just play the game instantly,
And I
like
think
Stadia.
That's one of the biggest things that gives Microsoft a somewhat of an advantage.
I think that's the only thing they have.
because I mean PlayStation has PS Now, but like it's not as good.
So we're talking about like great things about next gen.
Yeah.
We're talking about xCloud, and Microsoft is gonna be doing gaming streaming to where you can pull up your phone, you can play your Xbox games, the best ones that are coming out day one on your phone, wherever you want. Blah blah blah. Sony has the better games. Obviously, they have more exclusives. So, what are you looking forward to most about next gen?
Next gen, I am looking forward to new games, new hardware. You know what? I hope for
Like,
when
what
the-
new features are you excited about?
the haptic feedback and the
The controller, right? The new
the
controller.
controller,
Like, Xbox isn't really changing their controller. I don't understand
No,
that
did you
either.
see it? Because it
just looks a little
have they
bit
public release. There was
sleeker.
just that leak.
No. They've
They
got a
public-
leak.
It's the same exact controller.
It's the same
basically.
controller, and it still takes batteries.
Yeah.
People are like, what's going on?
No, yeah, PlayStation's definitely changing things. They probably were working on that right as soon as PS4 one came out.
Yeah, I had Screen Peekers on Instagram wrote in, and we were talking. Screen Peekers, if you look him up on Instagram, on YouTube, he has a really good channel.
Yeah.
He does some really cool stuff on there. Go check him out. This is what he said. This is what he said he's excited for about next gen. He said,
Okay.
"I'm excited for the sweet solid state drive. The coveted SSD. No lay times. No load times. No lay times. No, that's not.
Different.
That's you. No.
So that's you.
That's you. And so it says, and the creativity they can use, like in Ratchet and Clank, with the instant travel to new section of the map is gonna be awesome. Have you seen the new Ratchet and Clank?
Yes.
Demo?
Yeah, dude. So yeah, Gamescom was last Thursday. They showed a pretty long gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank.
And I think they did an extended one on like Instagram.
A big thing with Ratchet and Clank is how they're showing off the ray tracing and the light features and how it's just gonna look better.
Dude,
because the lights are
even Clank, like you look at him and you can see the reflection,
shiny.
everything around him, like all the cars moving. Like it is a gorgeous game. Go watch the 4K stream and check it out.
No, but like, no, dang it.
We got unicorn blood.
She's
been hit.
Oh, no. Thing with the sweet SSD, like that was the best thing when I used to do console builds with my high school friends. Is like, you get that SSD and you put your your opening screen on an SSD.
Yeah,
your boot up time is like
these
that,
consoles are ready to be fast.
I need it to be faster because I hate the copying. When you get your game downloaded and it has to copy, you spend more time copying that game
Or
than
the
you
downloads.
Then you
The
do
downloads
downloading
needs
it.
to be faster.
Yes,
My
definitely.
PS4 to download a game is like 6 hours, and I have really good internet. But the
No. It has to do with the writing time on the hard drive.
The console, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
that's a hardware
console's
issue.
Powerful. So I'm running on a what do they call it? OG PS4, a base model PS4. So it's getting pretty crazy with my load times. Here's what I think, and this is my opinion, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
Definitely
I
wrong.
think a lot of people are like, yo, there's gonna be no load times. I think that there is gonna be load times.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah, I think that there's gonna be load times. They're gonna be faster, but I think that they're gonna load the system so far up, like what they're doing, that it is still gonna have load times. That's just what I think, and I think people are gonna be like, oh, I thought it was supposed to not have loading screens.
You can't not expect load times, but when you look at games like GTA, that's long load times, or Red Dead, like.
Oh, there's games that have crazy load times.
Yeah.
So,
like
a lot.
you can't. Yeah, there's stuff that's just unrealistic, but like you can look at maybe like 5 seconds or something like that. That's like, oh wow, that'd be nice. Like,
what do you think is gonna be? So do you, the it game that Xbox is gonna have, besides, so Halo's not gonna be out. Are they gonna have a crazy launch title?
I don't even know because is Gears coming out on launch?
No, Gears just came out.
Because the only big stuff I know from Xbox is Gears and Halo.
So Gears is gonna be like upgraded. You know what I mean?
Is upgraded, like
a day one patch, like where it's gonna be the next gen version of it, where like the graphics look better and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So here's the thing that I want to talk about, because with Halo getting it delayed, it's gonna totally affect the sales of the Series X. They don't necessarily care though, do they?
I mean, yeah, but them not really caring that it's gonna get delayed. The
reason why I bring that up again is that one of the questions that we wrote to a lot of our followers is, hey, we wanted to ask them, what do they think is the most important IP to their consoles, exclusives, that is really going to help sell their consoles?
Sure.
So Sega had Sonic.
Sonic.
Nintendo had Mario. PlayStation had Crash Bandicoot to start with. They went away from that.
Yeah.
But they totally had the commercials with the costume and all that stuff. So what do you think is the greatest IP?
The greatest IP ever is
Like, that helps sell consoles. What is the console seller IP?
hands down Mario.
Mario.
Like think about that. It's the base game, simple. It's platformer.
That's
platformers aren't easy, you know.
Yeah, I was talking to Brandon today, and that's what his answer was, Mario. But there's like, it seems like such an easy answer, cutthroat. But dude, I say this, I'll like, literally, what does Xbox have if they don't have Halo? Forza.
I don't know, because Forza, I'm not gonna buy a racing game.
So is literally Halo like carrying like the entire company?
Yeah.
And they're kind of blowing it every time they release it?
Because they don't have an exclusive that's making me go like, I need an Xbox.
So why isn't Halo more important than Mario?
Because Halo's newer.
I'm just saying.
They're diehard
to gaming
Halo
history,
people.
Mario.
Yeah. They're diehard Halo fans, and like Halo's a really good game, but it's just like it's one game to everything I have on PlayStation. You know, the Uncharted, The Last of Us, the Spider-Mans, all that stuff.
Yeah, I just don't understand how they couldn't get that right. But I'll stop harping on Halo. I just man, I really I look at the gaming wars, the console wars, and I'm like,
The Gear Wars.
the Gear Wars.
That's a Rick and Morty
The
reference.
games is what wins the thing, man.
No, and I think another thing the games is a big one, and I want to talk about, for me personally, what wins me over in console wars. One, games, but two, where are my friends at?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
I was a big Xbox 360 guy, but then my friends were like, "I'm gonna get a PS4," and I was like, "Crap, well, I'm not gonna get an Xbox One because who am I gonna play online with?"
Yep.
I think it's a big conversation with all your friends, like, where are we going?
Yeah, and that's a weird. Who's buying an Xbox right now? Because they're like, oh, it's better than the PS5.
Yeah, I don't really.
That's concerning for them.
Out of all my friend group, I have not heard someone say Xbox besides Chris,
Dude.
but as like a joke. But
Yeah, that's just crazy. So also, what I was asking people is, what is your favorite gaming generation? Is it this generation?
of me playing games.
Yeah,
Ooh.
what is when you think about video games, what? So if I'm talking to somebody and they're in their 40s,
Yeah.
they're totally gonna be like, dude, the NES or the SNES is
Yeah.
the best. That's where it's at. That was in their childhood.
Yeah.
So where are you at on that debate?
Personally, I think I've gone pretty hard for PS4.
You're going with current gen.
With current gen, I've gone really crazy with it. I think my next highest contender would be the Wii or the GameCube, because GameCube's what I had in my room when I was
What
a kid.
about your coveted 360?
The 360. It was in the living room. I couldn't stay up past 9 to play.
Dude, what the heck? We eating your bologna sandwiches?
Yeah, just me and my Wii, my bologna sandwich with ham and
Fried bologna.
pepper jack cheese. Not fried. Nah.
That's totally a thing.
I know it is. I saw a post on Facebook. Someone talking about it that we know.
We asked Jace what his favorite game console and generation was, and he said
Yeah, what did he say? He said PC Master Race.
PC. What the
Yeah,
heck?
take my money, gosh.
He said the
dang.
variety of games, and he likes real-time strategy games, RTSs, and he said, I'm
Yeah.
about this PC life," is what he said.
Let's talk about this. I've cheated on you.
We're not physically connected.
That's what you say on
Are you
camera.
physically-
Tell that to your wife.
Oh, it's okay. She doesn't watch the show.
No, I was playing League with Jace.
Nice.
We went crazy. I mean, I'm still not great at it, but I was
You could
playing
just
for
say
League.
you're awesome at it. You're like,
No,
you
I
know what?
suck.
I'm not gonna say.
That's one thing
Are
I
you
was
hitting
talking
that?
to Jace.
Are you hitting that jungle?
No, God, no. I suck.
Are you
at
hitting
jungle.
that mid?
I'm on that ADC, bro. That bottom mid. That bottom.
The bottom.
Yeah.
Why do they call it ADC?
I forget what it's. Damage carry something. Damage carry. Advance. No. Something. Damage
Oh,
carry.
Jace is gonna hate you.
Yeah, he
Jace is
will.
yelling at his podcast right
right
now.
into the email again, Jace.
Sending aggressive emails, Jace.
Mm-hmm. No, people. I asked Jace the other day. I was like, "These people are really mean on here." He's like, "Oh yeah, this is the most toxic community."
No, it's a
there
known
is."
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm just playing and someone's like, "I need an ADC," and I was like, "Bro, I got 5 kills. Calm down." And someone else is like, "Yeah, he's doing okay." And then he's like, "Oh, sorry, you're playing robotic garbage." And I was like, "Well, thanks, man."
Dang, dude. That's pretty savage.
Yeah, I hate that game because that just
I
those
don't-
people.
I mean,
People need to be accepting.
were they just typing it, or were they actually yelling at you?
Oh no, I did not have game chat on. They were typing it.
Oh, well, screw 'em.
Just keyboard slaps.
Yeah, you could literally hide behind your keyboard. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
But he said if he had to pick a console, though, he gave us a serious answer because PC, no,
PS2.
PS2.
Mhm.
Battlefront was his jam.
Battlefront, OG Star
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah.
Oh.
Yep, and then the Kingdom Hearts, all that stuff. So PlayStation 2 was the console he played on the most.
JC loves his Kingdom Hearts.
I had to sit and think about what my favorite console was.
Yeah.
I mean, Jace had a therapy session.
Mm.
Sat down,
was
talked
there.
about our feelings. We got real deep.
Did you? No.
And I came to find out that one of my favorite consoles with the most memories I had was the PS3, and it was not an answer that I was expecting to give.
I can see that.
Because I just played a lot in high school.
That's what I think where you can say you started.
Yeah.
That's when you really got into it.
Yeah, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 1, Uncharted 3. Well, yeah, all 3 of them.
Yeah. That
Dude,
must
they
have
were
been
just
your
bangers,
series.
dude. Yeah, they were bangers. What else came out? I can't think right now. You know, the CODs. Played a lot of that.
Play The Last of Us.
Borderlands 2. Me and Jace like marathon Borderlands 2. He's like, I'm like, what's Borderlands 2? And he's like, you never played it? I'm like, no, what is it? We played for 4 days straight.
Yeah.
Side missions, DLC, all that stuff was already out. We killed it. I love Borderlands. Borderlands is so good. We really have to get back on the new Borderlands.
There's too much.
Too
stuff
many
now, man.
games. Too
There's
many
too much
games.
stuff to do.
We're already fired back. So
Yeah. That's it.
SSD, ray tracing.
Oh.
You know, the games are gonna look better.
Yeah.
Are you excited for next gen?
Yeah, dude.
Even though it's weird right now.
Nah, dude, we're gonna be good. It's gonna suck because we're getting the first version of it, but I mean, like, I think we had version 1 PS4.
It's always hype. We'll be there. We'll
But
be
this-
like waiting for the. We're gonna be like clicking.
I think we've
Where's that?
committed
Where's
this
that?
year that we're getting like we're gonna get the version 1, but like when PS5 Pro whatever comes out, like I think we'll get it this time, right? Because we didn't get PS4 Pros.
No, I did not get a PS4 Pro.
And I think
But-
this year we will. I mean, this generation we will get Pros.
Yeah. See, that's what thing like seemed like a big generation leap for people that didn't buy a PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
You go from a PS4 to a PS5. It's gonna be a pretty big jump. Instead of like, oh, I bought the PS4, I bought the PS4 Pro, now PS5.
Yeah.
It seems like not as big of a jump, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty huge
Oh yeah.
for me personally.
I mean, but I have to have a good TV. I want to get 4K TV soon. So
You gotta get the 4K. They're like not expensive anymore.
it's so funny because I remember when they were, and I was like, I'm never gonna get that. But now it's like that's the standard. Back when I thought a 1K TV,
Yeah,
1K TV was the thing. Was the greatest thing of all time.
1K.
I don't know the name of it right now. HD.
Yeah.
There you go.
When HD came out, it was crazy because the Wii couldn't do HD. You gotta get those level like HD cables that kind of did it, but it was so trash. When you know what I mean? Like it wasn't even HD. Like
Yeah.
I remember just being so ashamed of my Wii after a while. I think
Shame.
everybody was. So
Shame.
what's your most hyped like next gen game that's gonna be coming out? You got any predictions?
Spidey.
Spidey?
Yeah, we're gonna get Miles Morales in. I love.
Is it gonna hit launch?
Oh yeah. Like I said before, that's the one PlayStation came up to him and were like, "Look, we
Dude.
need this game."
But do they
Same
even
thing
need
with-
to at this point?
Yes. Yes, by far.
And
do you
then
think they'll do? Are they doing Ratchet and Clank Day 1 too?
they said it's launch window?
Launch window, so like it'll be close, you know. Yeah.
Skate 4. When's that coming out?
They're not. That one's not like soon, but I remember that at the last Sony press
Freaking
conference.
out.
I was like, "Look, I've been waiting for a skate game for a long time. I played that a lot on the Xbox 360.
Yeah,
That's a great time."
dude.
Did you play Skate back in the day?
Yeah,
Let's
it's
do-
cool.
Dude, let's
Dude.
skate it up.
What about that Tony Stark Pro Skater 1 and 2 though?
Should we get it?
Yeah.
I didn't play it back in the day.
We should game share it.
Let's do it.
Dude, the soundtrack is so good, and they
Yeah.
brought back like the original sound. They went super deep into the sounds. They did like they brought the original soundtrack back, like 90% of it, and they went back to people who skated back in the 90s and were like, "Yo, what was the jams you would listen to when you were skating?" And they got those songs and put them on the game.
That's nice. That's cool.
That type of detail is always awesome. I'm excited for. It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
because it go either way.
Yeah.
That game, I think Ubisoft Gods and Monsters,
Dude, yes.
but they changed the name
They did.
to Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yeah.
But like,
Cause
it kind of looks like Breath of the Wild.
it does. I don't really know what this game's gonna be yet. They've only showed like a cinematic trailer of it, but I'm pretty
I'm
down
gonna
with
just
it.
go out there and be like, I think that looks cool.
It looked cool. Another one is I don't know if I'm even saying the name right, but it's Kena Bridge of Spirits.
Like Ember Lab, right?
Yeah, it's what's funny is I was commenting on one of our friend Marspin's posts, and I was like, dude, like, because I seriously like I saw this game and I was like, this looks so sick. It looks like a mix of like Breath of the Wild mixed with like Pikmin, because those little blobs that are with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, this game, I love the art style. I love like it looks so adventurous, and I just put like I'm really excited about this game. I'm gonna talk about it on the podcast. And Ember Lab commented on us on me, and
They're a
they were
small
like,
studio, right?
they are.
It's an indie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's an indie, but it's like they're not like
I remember the
a
E3 trailer.
crazy,
And I was like, dude, that looks so
big
sick.
channel. Yeah, like it looks fun. I can't wait for that. And that'll be next gen one. Too.
Dude, I can't wait for the day. I know I'm obsessed with Uncharted. Like when they bring Nathan Drake back,
they,
one day at an E3, he's just gonna be like,
they can't do it.
"Yo, what's up?" I'm gonna freak out.
Oh my god.
Just, you know what I mean? Like so good.
They
I'm-
can't. All right. So they can't make another Uncharted with Nathan Drake starring, can they?
He could be in it. Like
He can be in
like,
it. I think he'd be like the Sully character of it. You know.
Yeah, or they could do a
The
flashback
mentor.
or like a reboot, but that wouldn't be good. I don't know what they'll do.
I
I'm
don't
really
know
excited
either.
to see what they're gonna do because they have another presentation coming up. Like, we
Any-
still have a lot to happen before the new consoles come out.
Anything Naughty
Price,
Dog
pre-orders.
is gonna be nuts. Oh, so what's PS5 gonna be priced at? Quick guess.
I'm hopeful it's like 400 to 450.
I mean, that'd be nice, but
You think it's 5?
I think it's 5.
An Xbox?
How much is Xbox saying?
400. I think their Xbox is 400.
They're gonna
right
try
now.
to lowball. I think a
You
little
think that's
bit.
what they're waiting for?
Maybe they'll go 450 Xbox because they need something to get an advantage on them.
Here's my pipe dream.
'Kay.
Nintendo's not doing anything right now.
Well,
It's-
they're getting their next.
They're doing stuff. There's rumors of a new Switch coming out.
Yeah.
You know, who knows if it's true. But here's my pipe dream. Okay?
Pipe.
Maybe if COVID wasn't around, this happened. Okay. New consoles come out November. Everybody's like, oh, this is cool. Especially, you know, Xbox. They don't have any good launch exclusives, blah, blah, blah. Breath of the Wild 2 comes out at the same time. They just have the guts. So they're like, yo,
Do it.
November, Breath of the Wild 2. And that game, that game is so good that it almost like, everybody's like, yo, who cares about next gen? Like, not like a lot.
Oh.
But like, it's, you remember how when Horizon came out, like, it got botched by Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
Like, what if this game is so good that and it comes out and like it's better than all the other launch games?
Oh, dude. I mean,
Could you imagine how awesome that would be if they could make it that good?
Zelda's gonna be that good. I'll tell you that right now. Like, with what they did with the first one, dude. Like that. I mean, I can say like in our recent generation, that's the game that changed it all. You know, like
Okay, so what is your predictions for Breath of the Wild 2? Do you feel like they're gonna do? Are they gonna stay in Hyrule, or do you think they're gonna branch out to something
Ooh.
else?
they could because I don't know where that cave system is. Probably like Gerudo. Maybe it could be like a Gerudo City kind of thing.
Yeah. What if they did like time travel
That could be cool too.
and they could
And
like go back in time
maybe
and try
kinda
to
like-
stop everything from happening? That's
'Cause-
kind of interesting.
Because all their games are connected, but like you know,
They need to fix the timeline.
they don't really.
They could do it.
Explain
They
it.
could reset the timeline if they haven't already done that with the last game.
Yeah. So,
Dude.
I mean,
I'm just excited,
we're both excited.
and it's like nobody says anything. There hasn't been a Nintendo Direct in like the entire year. I think maybe in January they had one.
Except they give us this dumb like what is it, creator
Showcase.
showcase, something like that.
Yeah, developer showcase part 1 and
Developer.
2. They don't really have much to say there.
No. It is what it is, I guess.
It is. I'm
There's
looking
not
here.
big Nintendo game coming out. They're riding Animal Crossing pretty strong right now, but it's like,
Dude.
it's dwindling.
That's what dude. Okay. There's something that I wanted to talk about. It's very interesting, and you might already know this. It blows my mind. Me and Brandon were arguing about the Switch and the PS4 because they're like, because this is this generation.
Mhm.
Who do you think is the winner of this generation?
PS4
Okay. Because
because they have the most sold.
right,
Mm.
they're really high up there.
Yeah.
Switch has only been out for a
They
couple
broke
years. They're
records,
already at
didn't they?
40 or 60. So check this out. All right, so I asked them straight up, you know, and it's okay if you don't know. Like, dude, like, okay, so what's the best selling PS4 game of all time?
PS4 selling game?
Yeah,
Is it not Breath of the Wild?
big PS4 game.
Oh, PS4 game. Whoops.
Yeah. 110 million copies sold, units sold.
All right.
What's the best selling PS4 game?
Can I get three yeses? All right.
Yeah.
Is it Uncharted 4?
No.
Ah,
Okay, let's use Sony exclusives.
Sony exclusives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look at the computer.
Sorry.
If you look,
I may have gotten it spoiled.
it is Uncharted 4.
It is Uncharted 4. That was
16
before
million.
you pulled it up, though.
Okay, with 16 million,
Okay.
and that was a long time ago.
Mhm.
Spider-Man, 13.2 million.
Oh yeah.
Great numbers. Super popular, right?
Yep.
Dude, do you know how many people bought Animal Crossing?
A lot because people were staying at home.
Okay. Regardless if they stayed home, they were still home with The Last of Us and other stuff too. Dude,
I just had to say 20 million. No.
I'm gonna look right now. 'Cause I want to give you the exact number, dude.
I mean, I bought Animal Crossing, but like
22.5 million.
I'm good.
As of August 6th. That was last month. 22.425 million.
Yeah.
Destroying any of the PlayStation 4 games to ever come out.
But like I said, I think it's because people were staying at home. You know, they can't go
Okay.
anywhere.
How much do you think Mario Kart Deluxe?
Oh man. I'll say 15. We're just doing a guessing game now.
You're wrong. Do.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
No, you're good. I got you.
Yo, let's play some Mario Kart Deluxe soon. I'm gonna whip your butt at there.
26 million copies by
Oh.
June 2020.
Okay.
So the Switch sells more games,
Yeah,
and you make money on your games, not your hardware.
but I think
Nintendo's making the most money right now.
Mario-
Their games sell more.
I'm like when it comes to racing games though, I'm not gonna get anything besides Mario Kart. You know?
No, I get it. You're
Yeah.
only gonna play the exclusives
Yeah.
and older ports. I get it.
Yeah.
You're not getting the new games. Does have Fortnite and stuff on it. That's really cool. But dude, I'm gonna make an argument that Nintendo is doing their thing right now, and it's pretty good. But they're kind of like
They're just-
mid-generation.
They're just vibing, man.
Like what they do next is very important. They're either gonna choke or they're really gonna go for it.
I don't know. I think Nintendo's on a whole different level that they don't need to get involved in that petty war between PlayStation and
They kind of
Xbox.
with the Wii, with the GameCube, kind of failing. They
You know.
took a step back from the more powerful console thing,
Yeah.
and they did something different, and it's working. Obviously,
Yeah, because they've they've
So-
got their own different theme going.
but realistically, I get what you're saying. PS4 won this generation.
Yes.
Who wins next generation?
It's
Who sells the
looking
more
like
consoles?
if PS5 is doing the stuff that they've announced and stuff like that, I could see them winning this one.
I don't think Xbox has a chance.
I don't think so. They're already starting the gates pretty
I hate
low.
to say it, man,
It sucks.
because I don't want to. It's fun when you're like, oh, Nintendo, like that's cool, but when like, honestly, it's kind of empty over there.
Yeah, and they'll still sell well. I think Xbox has always been kind of low though, but like because you saw from his previous stats that
Yeah.
it never has been the leader.
So everybody write in if you think that Xbox has a chance. Tell us why. Do you like what do you like about your Xbox? What do you think? Master Chief Collection is a sweet game. That's a really good. I mean, dude, that's the game on Xbox. If you ask
Yeah.
me.
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that you can go back and play the multiplayer for the old games?
Oh yeah.
You'd be like, oh, I'm gonna play Halo 2 multiplayer. Like, how sick is that?
Nah.
4K and all that stuff.
And that's people
On
that people
PC
rave
too.
about like back in the day too.
Yeah.
So
I think that wraps up our episode here.
yeah.
Let's do our. You want to show the giveaway?
Yeah.
How do we
What is
how do
this?
people get this giveaway?
You throw a tissue in here? So people can wait. How can people win this giveaway?
Yeah. How do you
So-
get entered into the giveaway?
All right. I was only half paying attention, but I think you have to be a subscriber on YouTube. You have to like the post on Instagram and follow.
It
us
could
on
be or you could subscribe to us on YouTube,
subscribe on YouTube.
like our Instagram post for this episode,
Like us on post on Instagram.
and tag one of your friends. Every time you tag one of your friends, you get an entry
Yeah, tag your friend.
to win this little boy.
So maybe they can be trying to. get
Avengers
this too.
comes out
So yeah,
Friday, man.
Friday we're gonna be playing that.
We're not hyped about Avengers though.
No,
I never.
no. Did you see episode 2? No.
Oh, I think you should do the other one. Oh, okay, that's a good
No,
one.
this is the one we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the first giveaway is gonna be a little Funko Pop of little Cap from Avengers.
Little cap action.
Little Cappy. So he's dead in the game, quote unquote.
Right.
But
So we'll see you on Instagram. Enter the giveaway, and we will send it to you right away.
thank you for listening. GameSide out.
GameSide out.
Oh, we didn't address my beard. I got my quarantine beard going.